AFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Smith going to look to throw right away.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Geno on first down.
Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Smith.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do?
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton.
That's Olave bringing in another one.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Dalton. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton.
Got an open man. It's Olave.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Coming left is Kamara.
Defensively, Poona Ford with a tackle there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Dalton. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 44 yards.
And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
You crazy. Happy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And now this is intercepted.
Oh, my
goodness. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. We hit 3 in a row because these offenses, they got...
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick 6, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6, already up a pair of touchdowns? They've got everything going their way early on.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They snap it to Smith. Dancing to his left. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a walk.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
That's crazy.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's why I was like, wow. I ain't seen
Passing, it's Dalton. And his throw here's incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning
I
that
should have
first
changed the
snap and
quarterback,
forcing an
man. That's what
incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Should have changed this thing.
On second down, Kamara. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Toss wide side. This is Kamara. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
Come on. Come on.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton.
Out route to Hill, complete. He will have the conversion and more than that.
Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, 33 yards.
That was too much speed, wide open on the left. Like, he didn't have nobody on the left, though.
For a big tight end, he can
I was gonna run it, but when I saw that
he gets
shit,
a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Nah, bro. Come on.
Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Flushed out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
From the shotgun, this will be Dallas.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Yeah, bro.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's a rookie.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. Rolling to his right.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Who the hell is that white?
15-yard touchdown grab.
Running
And the
back
Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
crazy.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Open man is Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And Dalton to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Andy Dalton.
Slant pass complete to Olave.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Touchdown, New Orleans. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game.
And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon.
I thought I was getting the ball. I thought I got
here.
the ball in this one.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. To throw here, Dalton. Olave holds it in. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A 10th carry for Kamara. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run it again with Kamara. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way.
Damn, bro,
I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Try to pound it in, Kamara. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Kamara trying again, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Fourth down. Dalton wants to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now the full right side taken in here to start this drive. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Buying time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Geno now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Smith. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him
You gotta run
yet.
the
He's been
ball,
able to get
bro.
away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit,
And
though,
you only
and
passing
not
the
let him
deep
get
kick.
hot.
On 2nd down, it's
You
Walker.
got
And he is met
you
in
got
his
the
tracks behind
other
the
wide
line of
receiver there.
scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now
Tyler
3rd and
Lock.
12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Oh, nice move. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. Gino's going to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime is down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans. T.Hill, 89 yards. And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. But not so fast.
Nah, he being there, bro. He's like the backup quarterback. When he play like
might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
He play a lot of positions, you know.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
He lined that motherfucker anyway.
For the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line. So
I was getting so many fumbles last night, so many hits. I can't get a hit. None.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's
well, you got 2
these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for
He's feeling good.
Partner hoping to hold a nice
23?
little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Don't delete Madden, though.
Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 Put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and second down.
Throwing now is Geno. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On third down, here's Dallas.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. They'll roll him out right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Kamara give me a good game today,
They've
man.
hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Dalton now to pass. And
I say Kamara and give me a good game today.
It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety.
What
Things
happened,
are just
though?
going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Not running. Dalton wants to throw.
He completes it to Olave.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over.
What?
And they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Oh, he dropped it.
That was a
And that's
dot.
pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Oh, passing it, Dalton. And that is incomplete.
But at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
Not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down.
And now off to the races down the right side. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about
No,
it.
you want to do DD Metcalf, bro?
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket,
Well,
you could just tell
Metcalf
he
been
was
all
going to take a
game.
shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off because
next
running
round,
back.
that's it.
But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control,
All right, then, bro.
and a pretty good arm there, too.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one
Hold
in.
up, bro.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you
Let me
can't
see if I
at
could get
all.
another
If nothing
touchdown.
else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
You think so?
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.